Hello, welcome to the Haunted Shack in 2016. This year we made a choice inside the Haunted Shack, and basically we gave everybody a couple of different choices. We had 4 different doors, as you can see, and from those 4 different doors I get to basically choose who was doing what. So if you were to go down the left-handed doorway, which we'll do now, you experienced spiders. So up above you is a big furry spider, which happened to be, I'm going to turn around here, there's a mask for it, happened to be my daughter. This is on a sliding rail, so basically people would be chased down the hallway on this rail that you can see up here for about 16 feet. Once that was done, you'd walk up this ramp, illuminated by rope light. The top of the ramp was hinged because underneath this ramp right here, it can actually lift up about 3 inches. So a haunter could actually drop pneumatically. They'd be watching from right here. There's the controller. And there's a drop panel right here, so the next haunter could actually scare you. You'd walk back down the ramp, and we'd walk what's effectively our garage into the cave. This is our permanent papercrete cave. It's basically made out of Portland cement and newspaper mixed together, put over mesh. Down at the end of this cave, this is here all year long, we have a projection, but that projection is actually being shot onto a fog screen. This year just showing some spider footage. Works pretty well. And from there, what's kind of fun to see is how thick that projection actually is. It's about 1 inch thick. So from there, we're going to walk down this hallway to the right, and this is exiting out of the garage. You're walking through a bunch of cobwebs and so forth. We get into a larger spider room. This is the back side of that drop panel. Lots of actual spiders. Again, this is all lit, so this is not as good as you would normally see. We have our talking skull projection inside there. It's actually a talking Christmas tree that was turned into a talking skull. A big push sign. So this is where our 2 different haunts would merge together. That is the merge, the last 3/4 of the haunt. And in here we have essentially, this is our last exit hallway. We have an air cannon, which is controlled by folks outside. Looks like it's covered up right now. Let's try that again. Right there, really hard to get to. All right, whatever. We have a snapping sound, and then this guy right here, he essentially would pop down about 12 inches, like that. So those 3 things were all controlled from outside. This is the view that people outside had for that. We also had something that didn't get used all that much, which was swapping the handle. Oh, you can let go of that. Thank you. Oh, look at that. She controlled it for me. And so this was our first exit. Okay, so that was essentially the spider hallway, which was this door. The second door was effectively a false exit. We would put haunters in here and they would pop out at people, and I'd say, you should go down this way, and then they would just jump out for a really quick scare. And this is the real exit. And then the last one is the far right-hand door. I'm going to show you that one now. So the far right-hand door was effectively our clown hallway. So with this one, we just had a bunch of trick paper and streamers, but it loved to mess with people with mirrors. So effectively, you would look like you're gonna go nowhere. You end up having to go through curtains. Once you get through the second curtain, you're back around to seeing yourself in another mirror, and you come across this lovely hallway. Once you got closer to this, there was actually an air cannon just above there. You can see the air cannon, and you might have heard a click. That was our device here, which would actually take this mirror and it would open up. I'm just going to push on it myself because the air is off right now. So there is the mirror opening up the door to the next hallway. And down this hallway was all dots, as you can tell. And we had, just to mess with people, we had a door that said push that did nothing. It was absolutely just a solid wall, so that was a lot of fun. We also had a fabric curtain for half of it, where haunters could stand at 4 feet off the ground to scare. You can actually see they had air hoses, so that made it a lot of fun for them to scare. Down this hallway, we had a couple of people that might pop out from here. Again, a few more mirrors. And we're back into the backyard now. We've just crossed into the backyard. So from here, we had haunters that could hide behind this. I'm just gonna kind of go up and over this makeshift fence that sat in our backyard. So you'd go down this gauntlet, and in the backyard, we have this actual fun house, my child's playhouse, with actual swings, and sometimes the clowns would be swinging on the swings and so forth. But also, we have a 2-story playhouse. So inside here, we had video from it playing, along with My Little Buddy. And we also had a clown downstairs in the lower playhouse, and he moves and talks. Next, we'd come around this corner, a couple of mannequins. There was a haunter standing here. So again, we're all the way in the backyard now. Pretty darn dark. It's pretty hard to see. We'll be walking back towards the house now. And once you got here, you came across a rather large clown. This guy's about 10 feet tall, and it's just the upper torso, because now you are forced to duck and go through the clown crawl, which I'm going to try and duck walk through here, which is a little hard to do. So this is 4 feet high, 3 feet wide, and 12 feet long. I got a great POV camera there, so I'll have to edit that together. You make a left-hand turn, another 4 feet, another 8 feet, and then now I can stand back up. So I've finished crawling. Now just to show you what's happening there, I'm going to make a 180. So from that position, we had haunters that could work in here, and the last half of it was all plywood. But the first half, as you can see around that corner, was plexiglass. So the haunters could stand on top of it and scare down from above. That worked really well. And they had these air hoses to scare people with. Fog machine here as well. I'm going to flip back around 180. So as you finish coming out of that clown crawl, it's more of like a circus look, red and white stripes. We had a couple of folks standing in here in wait. And we get back to this point. So now we're back to that merge wall. The first time we saw coming out of the spiders with this wall. This is where everybody merged together, basically. We get back to that same pop down prop. So at times, we would have 20 people coming out of here, and then, within 20 seconds, it was pretty populated. So anyway, that is basically it for the Haunted Shack 2016. Thank you very much. I hope you guys had a good time. And check us out in 2017, which will be our 20th year. Can't wait to see it. Hopefully you have a good time. We sure did. Over 1,073 people came through this year. Thanks very much. See you later.